Dancy remix, page 444.
Welcome back to take 444. I think this is episode 30 in my trawl through my psychedelic record collection. We're still in C's, probably one more to go before I finish the C's. And we're starting off, we've got quite a mixed bag this week, starting off with an album from 1968 by the Central Nervous System, called I Could Have Danced All Night. It's got the groovy cover there, and the cover is the best part of it. You wouldn't be surprised to learn. It's on a label called The Music Factory. Like I say, it came out in 1968. They're a Canadian band from Nova Scotia, Halifax. It's kind of a soul, rock, funk affair. It's okay. It's okay. Like I say, the cover is pretty groovy, but the music is just sort of so-so. And they only released this one album, and yeah, it's worth picking up for the cover. I think if you can get it cheaply, it's available pretty cheaply, I think. Next up is a altogether different affair. This one is Krabby Appleton. So this is on Elektra. Self-titled. This one's got a cut corner, unfortunately. This is reasonably easy to get hold of. This is on the red Elektra. I'm not sure if it came out on the butterfly Elektra. That's the great Elektra inner sleeve. New magic in a dusty world. Always like it if you can find the original inner sleeves. So yeah, this is from 1970. It's quite underrated, I think. It's got good songwriting, good playing, good guitar work on here. Bit of a hidden gem, really. It sounds very late 60s, and yeah, I really like it. It's sort of slightly Doorsy folk rock, and it's available, and it's fairly cheaply still, I think. It's, like I say, a bit of a hidden gem. Krabby Appleton, they did release the second album, which I haven't heard, so I can't really pass judgment on that, but I do like this one. Yeah. Then we have John Coltrane's Get it the right way around. John Coltrane's This is his last album released in his lifetime, in 1967. I've got this on the gatefold on the Impulse, of course. So this is, if you know John Coltrane, I've got quite a lot of his stuff, but this is the only one I'm going to show. This is spiritual free jazz, as you can imagine. If you fabulous label, that green purple Impulse. Yeah, so it's spiritual free jazz, sheets of noise and lots of notes. But it's this, certainly you could describe it as psychedelic. I mean, all of his stuff is worth getting hold of if you can find it. I really like most of his stuff, not quite all of it, but yeah, by John Coltrane from 1967. Next up, we have one that we all know and love. This is Psychotic Reaction by the Count 5. Fabulous garage psych. 1966, originally on double shot. This is a bootleg from the 80s or early 90s. I'm sure you all know this record, pretty much staple garage, classic garage psych. On the Nuggets box, the Nuggets double album, Psychotic Reaction, of course. Plenty of fuzz guitar, and yeah, I mean, what's not to love about the Count 5? Next up is this is released. I picked this up initially because of the sleeve before I even saw who it was. But so this is John Cage. One side of John Cage. The other side is the conductor Lucas Foss, which is that's more standard classical. But the John Cage is the concerto for prepared piano. This was released in this edition is from 1968, hence the groovy psychedelic sleeve on None Such Records. So if you enjoy kind of ambient abstract music, John Cage is somebody who you should investigate. I'm sure lots of you are very well aware of him. He's a bit of a titan in that area. This is a Buffalo Philharmonic, like I say, released in 1968. So it's ambient, orchestral, sort of found sounds, and it's very good. I like a bit of John Cage. Not perhaps the easiest listen, and certainly not one for background music. You really need to settle in and tune your ears to it to really get the best out of John Cage. But definitely worth investigating if you are of a psychedelic bent. And last, but certainly not least, although they'll be the least well known of all of these, and currently grooving away on my turntable, are the mighty Cranium Pie from the UK. A lot of you won't have heard of this band. This is a double album called Mechanisms Part 2. That's the rather wasted inner sleeve, I think, but they are a fantastic band. They've only released 2 or 3 albums. This is the only one I have on vinyl. I have a couple of their singles. I was going to show this album when I make a video of the label Fruit de Mer, because they release their stuff on that label. But I decided to stick it in just to introduce them, because they are a remarkable band. It's so this is released in 2015. It's psychedelic prog. Plenty of reference points that you pick up on. They sound like a crossover between Pink Floyd and Caravan, Soft Machine, Nectar, all that kind of the good end of prog, as I would see it. Lots of weird bits in it, some ambient found sounds, lots of distorted voices coming through the ether. And if you like psychedelic music, they are absolutely an essential band if you can find their stuff. This was the original pressing, only on 500 copies, I think, on purple vinyl. But they have been reissued, and they're on CD as well, I think. But they are absolutely fantastic. There are other a couple of their other albums I've got on CD are Geometry of Thistles and Mechanisms Part 1, and they did a fantastic cover of on their single of I think it was Baby You're a Rich Man by the Beatles. I think it was that one. No, they also did one of Madman Running in the Fields by Dantalion's Chariot. If you know that track, you'll know where they're coming from, because it's one of the great lost psychedelic singles. I have a copy of it, and I'll be showing that one day. Yeah, Cranium Pie, they're a UK band, still going. They don't release a lot, but when they do, snap it up, because they are fantastic. Highly recommended if you like psychedelia. Everything they've done is worth hearing. Check them out on YouTube. Yeah, this is a concept album. Is rather beside the point me telling you what the concept is, but it's a concept album about lobsters and crabs taking over the world. Post-apocalypse scenario, and it's great. It's just fantastic. tongue firmly in the cheek, although it's not so obvious because the concept can drift by without you even knowing it's going on. But it is great. Cranium Pie, check them out, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Sorry the videos are not very regular. Work tends to get in the way and life, but I will try and make them more regular if I can. That's the intent. Otherwise, I'll still be doing this when I'm about 85. So I'll see you all soon, and take care. Bye bye.